A child development expert and knowledge broker, Chidinma Agomoh. Good morning, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Good morning. So good to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Now, let's talk about this. You're the expert here. Tell us how early it is too early to enroll a child in school.
Oh, this is such a pleasure to be here this morning. And from what we've been seeing in recent times, I see people enrolling children in school as early as 2 years. I think that it's so ridiculous. I think that is not a proper thing to do. You know, I think that is child abuse to put it in a very strong form. You know, but I see that our parents are doing this because we find out that most of us have gotten very busy. And when I talk to a lot of people, they want time for themselves, they want time to go to work, you know, and this is making us to put toddlers as early as 1.5, 2 years. These children are being put into school, and we don't realize the damage we're causing to the lives of those children, only for us to realize it later on in their years, and this is disturbing.
If you take your child to a crèche, if your intention is to put your child somewhere while you're working, what sort of facility do you need to see when you inspect that place for you to be sure that's the right place to put your child at 2?
Okay, I think first and foremost, if you decide to put your child in a crèche, for instance, like you said, you have to make sure that it is in a very elaborate environment. And what I mean by elaborate environment is an environment where the child has enough space to run around. It's not just a classroom environment. Like what we see most often in recent times is you find schools in residential buildings. I don't know who is giving approval for these things. And these things have effect on the children. Where the children are being kept within an enclosure, you find out 15 children, 20 children are in a tiny room of about 15 feet, you know, and that is not very beneficial to the child. So if you must put your child in a crèche at such a tender age, I would suggest that you make sure that this child is in an environment that has a lot of compound space so that these children are let out to go and play. You know, that is what the name is, a play group. So you're actually looking for someone to mind your child while you go to work. You know, so you should give these children space to run around, to play, and to sleep when they want to, and not confine them to a space where you're restricting their movement, you're giving them regimens, you know, it's time to sleep, it's time to eat, or be careful, don't hit the other child, don't hurt the other child. These things go on to affect the child later on in their years, affect their development, and we don't realize it.
All right.
So is there a way we can stop this bullying in schools?
Thank you very much. Like I said, you know, what we're facing right now, especially in the Nigerian system, is like medicine after death. You know, a lot of us have done this rush, and a lot of these children are not mentally and emotionally stable. You know, so at this moment, I think what we can do to help ourselves and the other children within the school environment, because these children come from different backgrounds, and our backgrounds have so much to do with our formations and how we behave towards another child. You know, so what I think we can do at this time is, aside from, you know, putting the children together once in a while to give seminars, I'm aware some schools have no bullying days and all that. I think the schools should make it compulsory that this bullying thing is made a curriculum. It's made a subject in the school. And why I say so is because it will be taken more seriously. The children will be made to understand that for you to be a bully, you have a problem. You have a complex problem. You have an inferiority complex, or you lack self-confidence. The children have to be made to know that if you're a bully, there is an issue with you, not with the other person. And if you're constantly trying to put down another child, then you are the person that needs help. You know, but most times when they come into schools and maybe they bring outsiders to just come once in a while, give these lectures, some of the children do not even turn up. You know, some of the children are like, oh, don't mind him. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Right.
But I believe if it is made a subject and these children understand the consequences of what they have become based on their background or where they're heading to, they'll be able to take it more seriously.
All right. Child development expert and knowledge broker, thank you so much, Chidinma Agomoh, for your time.
Thank you so much.
On the show.
Thank
Obviously,
you so much.
Parents, they say charity begins at home. Yes. Parents have a lot to do with developing their children such that they don't become bullies in the society.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.